Right, this is going to have to be a long video, this one, which means it will get thrown into oblivion by the algorithm, but it is what it is. I got to do the job. I'm wearing rubber gloves, so I can't keep messing with the phone when it shuts down or whatever. Anyway, I had a nasty rotten corner there, so I've just welded a bit in. It'll do. This, if you could actually feel this, it would be like running your fingers up and down a washboard. It is, somebody has basically just beat the crap out of that with a hammer one way and then beat it back out the other. So we're just going to have to shear a shitload of mud on it. It's the only way I'm going to get around that. Now, I have not been professionally trained in smearing mud on, so if you have been professionally trained, this should give you a real good giggle. I might get a little bit excited with the hardener there, so I'm going to have to work like hell to get this on. I expect my bald head will be playing hell with the white balance on the video as well. Oop. Not smear any on the floor. My goal is to try and get this job done in under 10 kilograms of Bondo. But we'll see. Right, I'm going to drop that, I know I am. So we'll start off with a liberal smearing. I'm not used to using new stuff either, new materials. It's usually like about 6 years old, and it's like trying to work with rubber. So this is quite weird for me. I've got a bit of a runny mess here. Yeah, get on there. Anybody likes to have a little bet here and there? Let's get a bet onto how many coats of this I'm going to need before I can get it looking half about. I reckon 7. I have already coated up the other side and knocked it out, as you do. Right, where are we? Let's come back in here. Whoops, it's a bit thin, wasn't it? I've got a bit of a nasty swage line issue to deal with. And I'm starving bloody hungry. Come on, do you see that there? Oh yes. Probably going to be 2 kilos just on this one side. Oh, there's a hell of a curve there. Yeah, I can feel that going in as I'm going down. And here, that's nasty as well. Right, almost out. That was 3 scoops, would you believe? Oh, there's a load of dried up shit. shit there on the board, which I've just pulled into the mix. Right, I'm pretty much out of good material now, so what I've got left, I've just used to smear it around the back here, because most of that's going to get knocked off. What's that there? Look, there's a piece of string in it there. Look at that. Look, what the... Where did that come from? God knows. Now the temptation is to try and fill in gaps by smearing it away from where it needs to be. Like that hole there, look. We're just going to have to leave that. Once this stuff starts going off, just walk away, because you just end up making it harder and harder and harder for yourself, which is what I tend to do every time, because I can't help myself sometimes. Right, that's kind of it for that. There's a couple of token pieces left now, so that I don't know if you can see what I'm doing down here. I'm busy doing it, so what I'm doing, just building up my pad there with a layer of stuff. Now another thing you want to do now, because your gloves are knackered now, right, and your spreader's covered in cack, you want to clean your spreader off before. Well, normally if you leave a load of cack all over it, you can just peel it off in one lump, but when it's all thin and patchy like that, what I like to do is clean it off with a thinnery rag. Well, I suppose, 7.5 minutes it took me to do that, so I better get the hell out of here, and I'm only going to get like 4 views on this. Wonderful, absolutely wonderful. Later.